So those, my friends, are stock exhausts, just as you see pictured here. 50 state US compliant exhausts, Euro 5 compliant exhausts, and they sound absolutely brilliant on these RSV4 machines. What you're looking at right here is the base model. It is simply called the RSV4. And next to it, we have the RSV4 Factory. Gone are those super long and sometimes confusing naming conventions that were previously used. You just have two models to choose from, RSV4 and RSV4 Factory. Both share the same engine, which has been upgraded from 1078cc to 1099, which is amazing. And there's also one colorway that's not present. It's called Lava Red, but the RSV4 Factory in this beautiful color here, Black Sapphire, is my favorite of the bunch.
First, like 2 or 3 laps.
Oh, comfy riding position. Looks like there's a little moisture out there on the track still. But the seating position is very familiar to my 1100 Factory. On a somewhat damp track here at Laguna Seca, this thing feels great. As we cautiously dance around this fantastic track. If you're familiar with the previous generation RSV4, you're going to feel right at home on this one, except now the seating position is improved greatly. The tank's been redesigned. So Shane's going to show us how the menu settings work on the new RSV4 Factory. I'm assuming they're the same on the regular RSV4 as well?
That's right, yeah, they'll be shared.
Perfect.
The bikes. So pretty simple. Right now we're in a street dash. We're in a user mode, which is an individual setting that can be adjusted for your individual rider preference.
Okay.
These are adjustable down here below the starter button. You can actually toggle between the individual maps. So street being a preset map from Aprilia.
Okay.
Sport as well. And then back to user, which you were. If you press and hold that same button just for a couple seconds,
Yep.
you get the dash that tells you exactly what it means. So street and sport are preset by Aprilia and already locked into your actual user settings here.
Okay.
From the individualized user one, you can go through with the left cluster over here to adjust every attribute that you see.
Perfect.
So by clicking, let's see, engine mode here, you have level 1.
Yeah.
This would be the lowest level. All of them, 1 being the lowest, or let's say the lowest number means the least level of intervention, or intrusion. So with the engine mode here, this is effectively your throttle control, power delivery. If you put it into 3, it would slow the way that the throttle comes on. So this could be effective as like a track day strategy to prevent cold tearing.
Yeah.
On the tire, or if you have a passenger, maybe not on this bike, but the strategy is you would reduce the amount of more aggressive throttle control, right?
Sure.
So we're at the track today, we'd probably do level 1. Engine brake, some guys like a lot of engine brake, and 3 would be the most, 1 the least, right? If you want to go really fast, brake hard into turn, have the least amount of engine brake, it's level 1.
Okay.
Traction control, 8 levels and off, which we can adjust, but
Oh,
let's
wow.
kind of move through. Wheelie control, 3 levels as well as off. And then launch control strategy for the pit if
Sure.
you're going to do drag testing or something like that.
Okay.
And then ABS, updated this year, of course, with cornering strategies as well. It all ties in with the bike's ECU and the IMU to kind of communicate. So, on a track, something like level 1 would be most appropriate with grip conditions. And then ASC is suspension control, probably suspension control, and you have different levels of that strategy, which we can dig in on that menu as well. But
Is ASC shade only available on the factory since it has the automatic suspension?
that's right.
Okay.
So conventional on the Sax fork, otherwise ASC is appropriate for the Öhlins electronic suspension that's controlled.
Perfect.
So this brings us back to the standard dash. You'll see that with the level 1 ABS, it does disable your rear ABS.
Okay.
So it can be locked up if it's utilized. Traction control here, it's still adjustable on the fly. So from the left-hand paddle, kind of you get on the bottom. can be adjusted here.
Yeah.
As well, just up and down.
Gotcha.
And so from the screen I showed you earlier, you can assign the left-hand button here to do wheelie control on the fly, otherwise be designated as a cruise control.
Outstanding.
So just up, down, and then if you want off, press and hold, and you would get
nice.
everything taken off.
That's
so,
mainly what my audience would like to ride this bike in, with everything off for their SmackDown purposes.
yeah, so that's your street settings here at the track.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome. Yeah, but pitch me this new show. I want to hear all about it.
So we got a brand new show coming to one of our channels, or maybe even a brand new YouTube channel. It's called Adam and Eve.
I love
Woo! How awesome! I mean, sucky is that going to be? Or is it going to be awesome?
It's going to be great, man. It's going to be fantastic. You're going to knock it out of the water like you've done the MC.
I don't even know what I'm doing. It's all an act. It's all an act.
Stay tuned, guys, because we're going to get some shenanigans. It's going to be ridiculous. You're not going to want to miss it.
See you guys.
So these guys are super fast, and here's your good buddy Yammi Noob in the house at the
Hey.
press launch. What's up, man?
What's up, dude?
I love that
you gotta
helmet.
do, though, Eve, you gotta park it right there at that corner.
Uh-huh.
Just full gas, and you're done. That's it.
Okay. That was Asam Waheed. Those are stock exhausts, Yammi Noob. Don't they sound amazing?
Mint.
Yeah.
Mint.
And so is his helmet, the Isle of Man, a rye helmet. Only the best. Only the best for Yammi Noob. Okay, so all day I've been riding the RSV4 factory, and now it's my first opportunity to ride the base model, which I keep mentioning. It's simply called the RSV4. Nice and simple. I'm gonna jump on this one, and you guys know, honestly, I'm probably not gonna be able to tell a darn difference between the two bikes because I'm not a super duper track guy. You know, they're probably both gonna ride the exact same to me, but nonetheless, here we are on the base RSV4. Still has the same engine as the factory, 1099cc, beautiful 65-degree V4, awesome sound from the stock exhaust. And I probably won't be able to notice a difference at all in handling. But actually I can. I can notice a difference. And I do prefer the electronic adjustable full lean suspension that's on the factory over this fixed stock suspension. But everything else is exactly the same. Quick shift auto blip still work magnificently. Silky smooth. Still an amazing RSV4. Asam Waheed! Oh, taught me a lesson that I won't soon forget. Asam Waheed, my man. Look at that guy. If I had his skill and his hair, I'd be in Hollywood. So that's it. Base model RSV4 is an awesome bike and definitely worth the money. Great machine. Great machine indeed. So some of my takeaways from the two bikes, I mean, the quick shift and auto blip, amazing. The riding position, seating position, pretty awesome too. It's just a great machine. And the updates they've made to the ergonomics, the headlights and everything, just every aspect of the bike, totally phenomenal. Great bike. Now it's Yammi Noob's turn.
Yeah, from inside of the race dash, which you see here has a lap timer, smaller mile per hour, and still with the elements for traction control, wheelie control. It's pre-assigned for the wheelie control to this to be on the fly on the track. You're not going to use cruise control,
right?
Of course. And then from the maps that you see, we talked about the ones that were preset before. Now you have a user-defined track map where you can make the same adjustments we talked about, but you have predefined maps from Aprilia. And what's nice is you can utilize those if you like for your suspension sets. So get a warm-up lap, you know, get the tires ready to go, and that can all be adjusted on the fly. So between your wheelie control, your traction control, and also your engine modes, this can all be done on the fly. So you do a couple laps to warm up, and then you change over your settings to something maybe where the traction's off, the tire's warm, you're able to get the drive that you want. You want to slide the tire.
At any speed you can change that?
Yep, throttle can even be open. So.
That is outstanding, man. That's the first that I've seen on a motorcycle where you can change the settings while rolling.
Yeah. So
at pretty much any speed.
Exactly, and you have the lap timer just indicated by the high beam. So as you cross the finish line, flick the high beam, your lap timer will start, and you can start logging lap times.
That is awesome, Shane.
Yeah.
So it's got a built-in unit. You don't have to buy anything extra to use the lap timer and all that stuff?
Correct.
There's no additional
standard.
GPS? Okay.
Yeah,
Sweet.
that's standard, yep.
Yeah, it's extra on some bikes, man. I had to ask.
Yeah, of course.
So for all my street racing fans, you're going to love this. Both the RSV4 and the factory come with an adjustable swinging arm, just like the street racing's favorite, the S1000RR. You can pull this stock swinging arm back to this point, this hash mark, and increase the overall length of the bike. Of course, you'll need a longer chain, but by doing that, it makes the bike less prone to wheelies under heavy acceleration. And so the track guys love that because on their wide open straights, they can get on it with minimal risk of wheeling. But for guys like us that ride on the filthy streets, we love it for smackdown purposes. Great job they're doing to the bike, indeed. Adam, what's your final thoughts on the bike, man? In one sentence or less.
Just fast and fun and awesome. I don't know. Like, what do you think?
I love the bike.
Dude, it sounds so badass. Listen
It does.
to that thing.
And that's a stock exhaust. But it's much improved over the previous generation, and it's now at the top of its segment of motorcycles.
It totally is, man. Well said.
Thank you.
Well said.
Adam's the best.
No, he's the best, man. There's a reason why 650 Eve's here right now.
Thank you,
Good
Adam,
job,
man. He's so nice. Nick, what are your thoughts in one sentence or less?
It's a heavy hitter, man.
Yeah.
I mean, the RSV4 has always been an incredible superbike, and they made some really cool improvements that you guys are going to see in Eve's video, so that's what's up.
Thank you, Nick. This guy's amazing. Let's see what some of the other guys think about the bike if they're out of their superhero attire. Troy is right here. Hey, Troy.
What's up, y'all?
Do you like the bike, sir?
It is awesome.
Wow, you've got lights and stuff in your helmet.
Yeah,
That's
I'm just
nice.
like an android going on
You look like
right
Lord
now.
Vader in that helmet.
Yeah, man.
Beautiful. He likes the bike. Yeah. His Alpine Stars gear is always the best, as usual. Rennie, the legendary Rennie from Pikes Peak champion. Love this guy.
All right,
He's got he's also, guys, if you know this man is the voice of Kano in Mortal Kombat. Our good buddy Rennie right there. He doesn't know. He has no idea who Kano is.
Yeah, I have absolutely zero idea, but apparently I did a great job with it too.
I love this guy. Mike, Shane, and Marco, my followers are asking exactly how much is the bike lower than the previous generation?
We got 9 mil on the seat height.
9 mil on the seat height, okay.
Yeah, don't ask me in inches. I'm only American.
Okay, 9 mil's good. So 9 millimeters. That's awesome. I did show them how the swinging arm can be brought all the way back if you get a longer chain. They love that too. So let's hear this bike as it takes off. It sounds amazing. You can't dispute that. And in just a second, we'll see a few of them coming down the front straight, ridden by some of your most favorite moto journalists at a very high rate of speed. This is one of the only places that those men feel comfortable riding motorcycles like absolute hooligans. Whereas me, sometimes I'm known for doing it on filthy streets. It's just what I do. But these guys, only on controlled track surfaces like this, will they get wild and rowdy. And I've seen some epic battles between these moto journalists go down here today. And we see someone coming down right now. Hopefully he's a fast guy. He seems to be lollygagging. Okay, so that wasn't the best example. That guy decides to wave at me instead of doing what he naturally is born to do, which is shred tires on a track surface. See how this guy's gonna behave. Come on! Do what I'm paying you for! Yeah! Yeah! That guy's earning his money here today. And my favorite color of this particular model, black sapphire, looks great. As I mentioned, Uhlein's suspension, fully electronic, front and back. And forged wheels with angled valve stems. Yeah. Oh, but that sound. People pay lots of money in Russia for that sound. Look at the stock exhaust. Beautiful canister, angled nicely. These are the valves I was telling you about that electronically open under full throttle and make the bike scream like Satan's daughter. But this thing is just amazing. Lowered from stock height. Looks beautiful. Oh, let's hear it. Oh, what a fantastic sound. I could do this all day, run back and forth to hear that amazing sound. Yeah.
Satan's daughter rose from hell when the new Aprilia RSV4.
There we go.
Fire hell.
Yeah. So how can I summarize these two amazing machines? Totally epic, and they are a leader of the segment that they represent, the super sport class 1000cc segment. These bikes are absolutely amazing. The factory is brilliant with its Uhlein's suspension, forged wheels, and everything that comes with it. And even the base model, such a value at $19,000. You don't get the Uhlein's suspension, but you do get a wonderful stock suspension. You don't get forged wheels, you get cast wheels, but aside from that, it still has the same 1099cc potent, super fast engine, beautiful upgraded electronics, beautiful TFT gauges, LED headlights front and back, LED tail lights, an amazing machine. But you're gonna see much more of the new Aprilia RSV4 factory, because that's the one that you know I'm gonna try to get my hands on the channel real soon. We did a track test here today, and pretty soon you know what's gonna happen. We gotta do some street smackdowns with this amazing machine. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you're already a subscriber, tap that bell, and you'll get notified when new content is uploaded. Yeah, these machines are just absolutely beautiful. Everybody loves them. Abhie, in one sentence or less, how do you summarize your experience here today?
Oh man, Italian Superbike at Laguna Seca.
There you go.
What else can you say?
You're in heaven, aren't you?
Today was a good day, my friend.
Awesome. Yeah, all of the moto journalists love this machine. How could they not? Because they are totally outstanding. I think that everyone shares my consensus that the factory is definitely the bike to get. If you can afford to pony up the additional $6,000, you're definitely going to want to benefit from the Uhlein's suspension and the forged wheels. And you know, even though you might take those wheels off and put carbon fiber wheels from Moto Million on them, the fact that it comes with forged wheels with angled valve stems, totally awesome. All right, folks. I'm gonna get packed up and jump on an airplane and go back home to filthy Cleveland. Thanks for viewing this video, and we'll catch you next time on the 650 Eve YouTube channel.